Hey, what up, team? It's Zite, and welcome to episode 7 of my Ironman Progress Series. So, this episode, we are going to start out at the blast furnace. This is all of the coins that I physically possess. So, I'm not sure how long it's going to let me do it for. And we're probably not going to do it all just straight. We'll probably stop and do birdhouse runs and things like that in between. But we're going to start out doing steel. These are my current stats. So basically the same stats at the end of the last episode. Literally the exact same stats at the end of last episode. And we're going to try and do steel until we get high enough for mithril. And then we're doing a mithril gold bar combo. And hopefully we can get up to Addy. If not, it's not the end of the world. But we want to use those bars at Giant's Foundry. And then we also need to use the gold bars for the emerald bracelets to Alk. So then we'll actually have some money. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do that because it's going to charge me a lot of money just to use this. So I might not even have enough money to do that. But that's what we're going to do. That's the plan. That's what we're going to start with. Alright, the first level at Blast Furnace. 44 smithing. Is there any way to not get this question? Like, how many do I want? Obviously all of them. And then I don't need to know that you gave me all of them. I don't know. That's super annoying. I don't know. I'm probably just going to deal with it, or I'll Google it. But I don't understand why it asked me how many I want. I don't think anybody here wants like a percentage of them. They just take all, right? I don't get it. All right. Second level at Blast Furnace. About to hit 45. There it is, team. I really don't understand what this message is about. Why wouldn't I want all of them? And why would it tell me I'm taking all of them? I don't understand why, unless it's like a anti-botting thing for like really terribly scripted bots to like break them. But I'm pretty sure any bot creator could just make it to where their bot hits space to say all. I don't understand why I can't just click it and get all of them. It literally doesn't make any sense to me. That's even a thing. They should just remove that. That's ridiculous. I mean, I'm just gonna do it, but like, I don't know. I'm literally gonna sit here for 20 minutes and figure out if there's a way to remove that, because I think they're just griefing. I think Jagex is just griefing. Like, why would they even? Who cares? Just click the thing and get the bars. All right, team. I've investigated. I've wasted probably about 15 minutes. It's crazy that this mechanic, the only purpose this mechanic serves is to annoy its players, or the only thing it does is annoy its players. Because when you put the amount of bars that's in your inventory in the thing, the conveyor belt, and you go to retrieve the bars, you're always going to take the bars that you put in the conveyor belt. Like, you're going to take them all. So it's like this annoying pop-up message. It's triggering me so much. Like, why does it exist? It doesn't make sense that it exists. The only thing it does is annoy everybody. Like, there's got to be a way to turn it off. So I'm on Google trying to figure out how to turn it off. It doesn't seem like there's a way to turn it off. So if anybody's watching this video and wants to leave a comment on like how to turn this off, it's literally so dumb. Like, why don't they just take it out the game? Like, unless this is somehow like some Ironman like UIM storage method where they like make a bunch of bars and leave it in here and then don't collect them all. So they need to like only take 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, and then leave them here. I don't see what purpose it serves to ask me how many bars I want. I put 27, I want 27. I put 27, I want 20. Why is it going to come up with a pop-up message and make me select an option? And then immediately tells me how many bars I took. Like, I didn't know I took all of them, which I put. Like, I don't get. I don't know why I'm complaining so much, but I just wasted about 15 minutes trying to figure out how to turn it off, because honestly, Jagex is just griefing us at this point. Anywho, I'm going to get back to smithing. All right, here comes a level up. 46 smithing. We're doing gold because we want to get to 60 so we don't have to talk to this guy literally every 10 minutes. So once we get to that 60, we'll stop doing just pure gold at 60. But right now, we're just going to be doing gold because we don't want to have to talk to this guy every 10 minutes to give him more money. We just want to leave all of our money in the coffer. All right, chat, our team. These levels are flying in. There's 47. Yeah, we're just going to do this till 60. We're just going to do pure gold until 60. All right, team, let's go. 48 smithing. All right, team, let's go. Level 49 smithing. Here it is, team. 50 smithing, 10 more levels to go, and I won't have to pay the foreman every 10 minutes to keep using this. I'll just have to put all my money in the coffer, which will be so much more convenient than talking to the foreman. 51 smithing, team. All right, team. Level 52 smithing coming in. Wish we had some staminas, but we don't. We're not cool like that. Man, we really just want to get that 60 so we don't have to take our money out the coffer, talk to the dude, get permission, put money back in the coffer. We just want to keep running it back and forth. All right, team, back once again with another smithing level. They're coming in hot. All right, team, we just hit 54 smithing. I was doing the blast furnace and I didn't realize I was leveling so quickly because I left to do a birdhouse run and came back. But we just hit it, and then we only need 6 more levels till we don't have to pay this guy every 10 minutes, which is super annoying. All right, just missed it because I'm like, these levels are flying in so fast. But I just hit 55 smithing. What up, gang? Out here getting the smithing levels. About to not put on my gloves in time, but I did it. 56 smithing. All right, another smithing level coming in. About to hit 57 smithing. There it is. Team, welcome back. Level 58 smithing coming in right now. These levels, I've literally not done it that long. Like, these levels have been so fast, it's been ridiculous. I've done like almost 3,000 gold bars. I know I have to walk for some of it. Yeah, I've done 3,000 gold bars. But it is so fast. Welcome back, team. We're hitting 59 smithing. One more level and we don't have to pay the dude. Hoping we get it in the next 5 minutes, but we might not, unfortunately. All right, we're about to hit 60 smithing, and we'll no longer have to pay the foreman an additional 2,500. The 2,500 coins ain't even really that big of a deal. It's just like having to stop what I'm doing and talk to them and pay for it. That's kind of annoying. Oh, I didn't even put the wars in the... I'm starting to get tired. I've been up all night. But yeah, we're kind of sick of stopping every 10 minutes just to talk to him. There's 60 smithing. Level 61 smithing. We had to pay him this time, but we'll never have to pay him again. And we've smelted a lot of my gold bars. Just get it done real quick. I did 800 steel bars, but I've mostly just done gold, but I want to do my mithril and then adamantite as well, so I can use them at Giant's Foundry. Might take a little break from this and do a birdhouse run. But this hasn't really been that bad. The levels were really fast with gold ore. Here comes 62 smithing. Like, look at this chat box. All these levels. 62 smithing. I was like 43 when I started today. And I did like 800 steel bars and then immediately switched to gold, and I've basically just done all my gold. I'm going to need the steel bars for cannonballs, but I just wanted to get to 60 as fast as possible so I didn't have to stop every 10 minutes and withdraw from my coffer to pay the guy. That was incredibly annoying. But I've done over 5,000 gold ore. That's nice. I'm going to use those for the emerald bracelets. All right, team. So we smithed 5,200 gold bars, and we went from 43 to 62 smithing. It really wasn't that bad. I didn't leave because I was sick and tired of it. I mostly left because my main focus is getting currency to start going to Miscellanea. And so I want to craft all of these emeralds into bracelets, and I want to alch them. So I'm going to just cut all these and I'm going to start making bracelets. I'm just going to cut the gems I currently have and make bracelets, and it should give me some crafting experience. I should be able to get my crafting up much higher so I can do even better birdhouses and get even closer to potentially making that glory soon. All right, there is a crafting level, 74 crafting, on the mission to get 80 to make a amulet of glory. 6 more levels to go for that. So I have made a bunch of those emerald bracelets to alch, but I went and did a birdhouse run, and I really just wanted to get the last 10,000 experience of this fishing level. We just hit level 88 fishing. I just wanted to get it real quick, to be honest with you. I was going to just do another birdhouse run and go back to emerald bracelets. But there it is, 88 fishing. All right, team, we're doing a birdhouse run, and we are level 60 hunter. Also, I'm pretty sure my mahogany trees are up, and we're gonna go touch those in a second and get a farming level. All right, team, this is pretty exciting because all my trees lived, and these are the first mahogany trees I've planted at these patches. Should be a bunch of experience. I even put the farmer's outfit on just to get more experience. Here we go. 16,000. That's 75 farming. Honestly, my farming skill is very satisfying to have. Like, I have level 19 range. I haven't even started my Slayer grind, and I am 75 farming. That's lit. Touching the other two mahogany trees put me at 27% of a level. And I only need 91,000 to level up. And we're going to do our daily tree run and do an herb run right after this. Alright, so I'm at the farming guild. It wanted me to grow watermelons, so I grew them. Then a yew tree. Now it wants a magic tree. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I don't have coconuts. I don't know if I want to gamble a magic tree. I'm not really sure if I should gamble the magic tree or not. I don't have any coconuts though. Should I gamble it? I don't know. I guess I'll show you my seed packs really quickly, see if I get anything good. 2 Renar seeds. And a dragon fruit seed. You know, that's pretty chill. I'll take it. I ain't gonna lie to you, team. I looked at the wiki to find a shop with coconuts. This one has coconuts, but it's stock at 0. World hopping. And I just don't think that there's any chance to get coconuts, unfortunately. I literally just hit 75 farming and it was like, grow a magic tree. I don't know how I feel about this. I might just gamble the magic tree and hope I win. This is a big scary team because I'm just going to ultra combo and I don't have infinite magic seeds. I'll tell you that. I barely have any. And we're just going to ultra compost. Bro, if this thing dies, I'm going to be so sad. I'm going to quit the game if this thing dies. Because I'm going to have to wait for it. It's going to die. I'm going to have to grow another one. I don't have palm trees to grow to get coconuts. I mean, I could ask for an easier contract, but it'd just be an easy contract. I really hope this thing lives. I'm gonna be really sad if it dies because I do not have infinite magic tree seeds. I barely have any. But we need to get through this contract. But we're gonna do a hot run of pineapples and yews. So that should be a lot of experience tomorrow night. Alright, we're crafting all these emerald bracelets. It's kind of slow, 13 per inventory. But we got crafting level 75. Probably gonna go do a birdhouse run when it's up and then come back and keep crafting them. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if this is even worth it. Well, it's gotta be worth it because I have no money on this account. So this is gonna be the first time I actually have money. But in the future, I don't know if it'll be worth it to do this again. So I didn't even have OBS open. So I missed the pop-up, but I just got the big shark. Literally, I have no idea what this is, but I just got it. Yeah, I was just here fishing and chilling for a little bit. I got sick of making emerald bracelets really slowly, and I was just taking a break in between doing birdhouse runs. And so I just looked this up on the wiki, and I guess you could stuff it and put it in one of the houses or rooms in your house on the mahogany display in the skill hall. I don't know. It's a 1 in 5,000 chance to get it from harpoon fishing. I don't know. It's pretty cool. But I'm just here chilling. I was just doing a birdhouse run and I got the first spirit seed on my account. I'm about to do an herb run. Alright, so on my herb runs, I only ever grow herbs. But since this plot is protected, I continuously grow snapegrass and limpworts and renars here. But I just hit 76 farming. We have been doing consistent herb runs a lot every day, many times. I'm pretty satisfied with my farming level. It's moving on up. And only one more level till 1400 total. Alright, so I grew the magic tree for my farming contract. And I'd really like to collect the roots for it. But I don't have the wood cutting level required to collect the roots. So I'm in a dilemma. Do I just accept that I'm not getting the roots from this magic tree, or do I just grind out 10 levels of woodcutting really fast? I'm I'm not sure. I'm really conflicted. So I opened up the seed pack from my magic tree, and it gave me a palm tree seed and 20 limpwort seeds, and I need these limpwort seeds bad, so this is really nice. All right, team, we just hit 76 crafting. That gives us 1400 total level and 28 million total experience. That's pretty nice. I can't wait to start doing combat because my total level will fly up. 1400 total level is pretty satisfying. This is only episode 7, so I'm pretty happy with this. All right, team, 13 at a time. We made 5100 emerald bracelets. Now it's time to enchant them all. No, I'm just trolling. We're going to disenchant them all. Hi, alchemy. But yeah, that's going to be the first money on my account, the first real money. I mean, I have like 500K, but it's the first time I actually have over a mil. All right, team, about to hit 61 hunter. We have been doing lots of birdhouses. We are collecting the nests. All right, I got another redwood from this birdhouse run. So now I have 2 redwood tree seeds that I can't even use yet. That's going to be really good for when I unlock the higher tier of the farming guild. So right now, we're just going to make the items required for In Search of and In Aid of the Mirror Key. And we're going to do those quests later to unlock temple trekking, to then get the woodcutting outfit, to then woodcut to 75 woodcutting, to then be able to chop down the magic tree from my last farming contract, to then extract the roots from the magic tree. Alright, team, we're going to start doing this quest. We're going to be doing a bit of questing. Should be good, and we'll get some gold when we are alking. I'm just trying to talk to the young homie over here, and this lore shade is beating my ass and won't let me. Kind of annoying. Alright, we've got it trapped around the guy. Kind of annoying, but we did it. I accidentally fat fingered the wrong button when I went up to this guy the first time and was answering the questions, and so the gas have attacked me and spended all of my druid pouches. I had 9, now I have 1, so hopefully I don't need them later on in the quest. Wow, that quest was unbelievably fast. Got a little bit of experience. Not too much. I only alked 52 bracelets during that quest because it was so quick. Now we're going to do the quest In Aid of the Mirror Key, and then we're going to do Darkness of Hallowvale. So I didn't bring all the items required to build everything, and I didn't bring all the items required for a couple parts of this. So I've ran through this swamp like 3 times already just for this quest. And it's a little irritating, but it doesn't feel that bad because I brought Alk, so it still feels okay. But I definitely have made mistakes not bringing the items required to complete portions of this quest and have to keep using my arty cloak and then fairy ringing back and then running through the swamp. Alright, so I randomly saw an eclectic impling in the swamp running back and forth. And I've been using this steel kite shield. This has been my best shield for the longest time. But the eclectic impling gave me an adamant kite shield. So now we have an addy kite instead of a steel kite. So that's something. I've literally been using the steel kite shield for weeks. So it's not ruined, but it's better than steel. I'll take it. Alright, we caught another eclectic impling and it gave us a rune dagger. That's another alk. More money. We need money. I ain't even gonna lie, I ran through that swamp like 5 times because I didn't bring the planks to build everything. And every time I build one thing, I have to run back to a bank, grab more planks, then ferry ring over, then run all the way back through. And I should have just brought all the planks with me instead of all these other items I needed in the future of the quest. But it's okay because we have been alking the whole time. So it's not like I'm really losing this time. I mean, I could be completing the quest faster, but we're getting our money up and we're going to use this money for miscellanea. So it's not completely lost, but like, man, am I like sick of running through the swamp. I thought if I repaired the bank booth, I'd be able to use it, and I couldn't because I gotta repair the wall behind the bank in Bergderot. So we're back at a bank, getting more planks to run back through the swamp yet again. Anyway, I thought I'd just let you guys know of my personal struggle with this this particular quest, as I didn't bring everything required. It is what it is. We'll be alright. But I just figured I'd say something. And we're back. We walked all the way through the swamp just to get a few more planks. Hopefully it doesn't have me running back to the bank again. Hopefully I could just use the bank here after this is done. So I was doing the trek with Ivan. I didn't record it, but I gave him the steel equipment, but he still died. So I'm going to give him some salmon and hopefully he'll be able to live this time. I'm not sure if it deletes the steel items I've given him or if he just still has them. I'm not really sure. But I'm not going to go make more. I'm just going to give him the salmon and hope for the best. I just got a hit points level. I'm 45 hit points now. I got that while fighting the vampires, so I didn't get the chat box. So I chose the quote-unquote easier one with the 4 level 50s, but they piled Ivan. So I tried the 2 level 75s, and this seems better because they don't just pile Ivan. Even though it says it's quote-unquote more dangerous. Oh, this is close. I killed the one on me. I should have just killed the one on Ivan and tanked the other one. Because if Ivan dies, I have to run back and give him more salmon and do it again. It'll be a little irritating, but I'll do it. But I think this one is better. I gave him 5 salmon. Probably should have given him more. I didn't know. I don't think he kept the steel that I gave him the first time. Yep, I gotta like leave and come back. I'm doing this quest temple trek 3 times. Well, I've done it twice. I gotta go back and do it a 3rd time. I'm just gonna give him... Well, I'm not remaking the steel to give it to him. I'm just gonna give him 8 salmon. And I'm probably just gonna kill the one on him and tank the other one the whole time. With prayer. But my combat stats are pretty dog. That's what's going on here. My max hit is literally a 10. So... I'm just telling you guys my personal struggle. Like, I kind of messed up a lot on this quest. I didn't realize when I failed the first time, it would just like delete his steel equipment, and now he doesn't have steel equipment, and now he's just naked. It's really unfortunate, but it's whatever. I'm gonna give him 8 salmon this time, and hopefully that's enough. Alright, so we're back to this temple trek for the 3rd time. Except I've kind of blocked him in at the door, so now even though I've given him 8 salmon this trip instead of the 5 from last trip and the steel armor and no salmon from the first trip, the vampires can't even attack him. So then he doesn't even need the food because I can just tank the 2 vampires right here. Which the second vampire is not even attacking me because it wants to attack him, but I've blocked it. So it's not even aggroed on me, and it keeps re-aggroing Ivan. But yeah, I've blocked him in at the door. So even though I gave him 8 salmon this trip, he doesn't need any salmon at all, and he's never going to be attacked. Although I could let him out now to have him help me kill. I think he'll help me kill it. No, he's just like following me. It is what it is. Either way, this one's going to be successful. And I don't have to worry about having to redo this for a 3rd time. Because I can just pray, I don't need food. So basically, the steel armor, the 5 salmon, and the 8 salmon I gave him was all just wasted. Because I could have just blocked him at the entrance. But I didn't know any better. But if anybody sees this and wanted to know, they could just do that in the future. Alright team, we just hit 64 magic. We got pretty much the entire... We got a little bit of the level, but we got pretty much the entire level just... high alching while doing these quests. And we have a lot more high alching to do. I am not going to do this right now. Yeah, we have a lot more high alching to do. And we're almost to our first 1 mil cash stack as well on the account. And then we're going to drop like a bunch of the gold into the miscellanea. And get that cranking out. Because I need coal, I need hardwood, and I need herbs. Alright, there is an 8 of the mirror key completed. Got some offensive experience and a little bit of crafting experience. It took my Evander's flail though. Oh, I got 53 attack. Didn't give me the... Oh, there it is. 53 attack. 65 combat. Moving up. Alright, conveniently enough, Darkness of Halavale starts at the person who ends the last quest in the quest chain. So we're going to go ahead and run this next quest up. And that should unlock temple trekking both ways. So then we can get the woodcutting outfit. So then we can get the 10 woodcutting levels. So then get the magic roots from the magic tree. And the reason we're getting the woodcutting outfit before doing any of that instead of just going and doing it is because it's pretty easy to get. We're going to need to do these quests anyway. And we're alching this whole time. So it's something to do while alching. Alright, we're starting the Darkness of Halavale quest. We still have 4,600 emerald bracelets to alch as well. Alright team, I wasn't really paying much attention because I was just alching, but this is the first 1 million GP on the account. We still have a lot of bracelets to alch, but this is the first time I've had 1 million GP on my account. I don't know why I brought salmon with me on this quest. I literally lost 3 of my 5 just walking through the swamp during this quest to go back to Bergderot. I thought I could use the rowboat from here to here, but like I went into the little room and I didn't see where to use it at, so I've been just running through the swamp. But like I'm pretty sure there's a way to just go down here and use the rowboat to here. But either way, I'd still have to run through the swamp some. So I've lost this food for no reason. It's basically shouldn't even brought it. Team, this Darkness of Halavale quest is a straight grief. First of all, it wants me to search this, which no matter what, it just gives me the same message and it won't go to the next step. But that's not my biggest complaint. My biggest complaint is when you're on these rooftops and you're going through and you stand on the tile that you need to stand on to go to the next area and you click, it just gives you the, you can't jump from here, you need to get closer. And you must click again, even though you're on the same tile that you originally clicked from. Like, look, I got it 3 times in a row. I got it here. This is where I was in the mines, where I was running through. But it's like, look at this. This is ridiculous. Like, they're just straight griefing. Look, I get to the tile that I need to use. I click. And then it says, you can't jump from here. But then I don't do anything. I have to like re-click, and you have to do it so many times. It's like, look at this. It's straight griefing. Like, what is that? Just let me jump from the tile that I'm already standing on that it lets you jump from because I'm on the tile that I need to stand on to jump. But you can't because you're not close enough. Like, what is that? Stop griefing me. Whoever made this quest is straight diabolical. Anywho, I'll be back when I finish. I don't really want to complain about this more, but I'm going to do it again. You get to the spot, you try to jump, it says you can't. You need to get closer. I'm not any closer on this click than I was on this click that gave me this error message. And it's literally every single jump. And this game's 25 years old, and this quest is like many years old. And then not only that, technically, my true tile arrives way before I'm just standing there ready to click. So it's like, why must there be an error message for every jump? And then there's jumps every couple of seconds in this quest. Like, I don't get it. I guess it won't be my problem anymore because once I never have to come back here, it won't even be a thing. But I feel like I'm just getting grief this whole quest. You need to get closer to jump here. Like I'm at the same spot. How close do I get? I'm the same distance on this click than I was. It's literally this whole quest. Every time you have to jump past, it's just the whole quest. The whole quest. They can't fix that. There literally has to be an error message every time you try to jump, and there's jumps every few seconds. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it's just like, you gotta like click, get an error message, and then click again. And they're everywhere. I don't know. I feel like I'm just complaining this quest, but I do feel like I'm just being griefed. All right, I'm done. I'm done whining about this quest, but I feel like it's not that hard of a fix, right? I don't know. I'm not a developer, but it's so old and so simple, and I'm literally standing on the tile that I must stand on to activate to like do it, and then it says error, and then I click again, and then it just works. I guess it's not that big of a deal because you gotta click twice, but like, why? I don't get it. All right, there is Darkness of Halavale completed. I don't even want to complain about this anymore. I feel like I was being griefed the whole quest, and from my perspective, I feel like it's an easy fix, and there shouldn't have to be an error message every time you do an obstacle when there's obstacles every 2 feet. But we're done with it, and we can do some temple tracking to get the woodcutting outfit, and that's what we basically did this for. Well, we gotta do all the quests in the game anyway, but we just wanted the woodcutting outfit, and we got a thieving level, so now we're 54 thieving and 58 construction. Pretty dope. These are our stats. We're gonna go. Oh, we got tomes. We're gonna tome up our Slayer. 39 Slayer. I kind of wish we'd use it on prayer because prayer's like everyone's like, oh, Herblore is not even that hard to level. Like early game, yeah, but like you'll just have so many herbs. It's really not even that big of a deal. It's 40 Slayer. Like honestly, prayer is gonna be like the big bottleneck. I think not Herblore. I've been steady farming, so I have herbs. Anywho, that's Darkness of Halavale completed. All right, we're gonna start temple trekking, and we're gonna see. Right now, it's about 5 minutes. See how long it's gonna take us. We'll probably finish our temple treks to get some bowstrings. So we're not gonna just teleport out as soon as we get a piece. We'll finish it. Maybe we should wear our rune armor for this, cause they're kind of hurting, even though they're only level 30. I'm thinking we should put rune armor on, cause I don't really run enough. Oh yeah, we got one. We had to kill a bunch of waves of these lumberjacks, but we got a piece. We might want to put the rune armor on. We want to just finish this temple trek. It was only about 7 minutes for one piece. I think it could even be better than that. All right, there's our second piece of the lumberjack outfit. We started at 5 minutes, so it's only been just over 10 minutes. Honestly, this is pretty quick. All right, there is the hat. Only need one more piece. It's been 13 minutes. 13 minutes total so far for 3 of the 4 pieces. That's crazy. I'm a low level too, but I don't think it matters that much because the zombies you have to kill are extremely low level. So I said I wasn't going to teleport out and I was going to do all the treks, but I brought 2 planks with me from previous treks, and I've waited like 3 minutes for zombies, like the lumberjacks, to spawn. I won't be able to get an outfit from this one, but like I'm basically stuck. Like I cannot continue because they won't spawn and I don't have the planks with me. So it's literally broken. Like I'm literally stuck and I can't even proceed. It's kind of dumb. I don't know. Playing a busted game, honestly. All right, there is the boots. I'm pretty sure that's the full outfit. So 26 minutes. 2 minutes were wasted going back to the bank and grabbing rune instead of graceful. And then 3 minutes were wasted because I was in an encounter that was completely broken and unable to progress. So if we don't count that, there was 5 minutes on the clock. So it was only 16 minutes to complete the full lumberjack outfit. All right, 16 minutes to complete the full outfit is not bad at all. There's rewards. We're gonna get bowstrings for, well, watermelon seeds is kind of tempting. We're gonna do so. Oh, we have blue tokens, so they're watermelon seeds, 10 to 20. Yeah, we're gonna do bowstrings for all of them. We're just gonna take the bowstrings. Honestly, this was not bad at all. Easy 700 bowstrings. I'll take it. Okay, so we gotta get 10 woodcutting levels. And we could use the log basket for the new fletching activity that just came out. And we wouldn't mind the Twitcher's gloves, but we don't even have the willow logs for the log basket. So we're gonna be cutting willows here on the forestry world. And we're gonna get 800 willows. And then we'll probably go to use. So basically we're just gonna send 10 woodcutting levels so we can cut down the magic tree in the farming guild and harvest the roots. Alright team, 66 woodcutting. I need 9 more levels to go to be able to cut magics. I might just move to the woodcutting guild because I need something a little bit more AFK at the moment. I can work on getting the log basket later. Like, you have to click like so much. Like, these trees just die so fast and you have to like keep constantly going back and clicking them. So it feels like I can't AFK at all, unfortunately. So I think I might just go to the woodcutting guild and chop yews after this event. But we'll come back and get the willows for our rewards that we need. Alright. I know we need anima infused bark. But right now I kind of need something to AFK and chill. So we're just going to cut yews at the woodcutting guild for a while. I don't think we're going to be able to get 75 woodcutting tonight from 65. That'd be crazy. But we're going to get as much XP as we can. Okay, team, 67 woodcutting. We've been chopping yews. This is going to take a little while to get 75. Man, but I kind of want those magic roots though. There is 68 woodcutting, only 7 levels to go. It's just pretty slow, but it's a necessary evil. Hey, what up, team? We have been chopping for a hot minute, and we are 69 woodcutting, only 6 more levels to go till we can cut magics. Honestly, woodcutting wasn't even on the agenda. However, we really kind of want those magic roots from the tree in the farming guild. And we'll always be able to do it from now on. And we really wanted to, we could level up our hunter to do magic trees and then start doing magics because we'll be able to chop them. And we have the crafting level required to do birdhouses with magics. That's always something that we could think about doing. Alright team, we're back once again. We just hit 70 woodcutting. These levels are kind of slow. The woodcutting XP is not fast, I'll tell you that. 5 more levels and we can cut magics. Alright, we're back with another birdhouse run. Here's a level up. We are 62 hunter. And we've still been steady cutting trees. This real quick level 65 to 75 is 100% not real quick. This is slow. I've cut so many yews. I've been just chilling. I didn't really want to AFK for freaking like 10 or 12 hours or whatever it's going to take. I was just like, I kind of want the roots from my magic tree. And we're doing it. And we only have 4 more levels now. Alright team, we're doing a tree run and we're about to hit 77 farming. We're running out of good seeds to use, so we're just going to do willows and oranges for the next run, which is kind of unfortunate, but we do 1 tree run every day and we just spam herb runs. Alright team, we're going to do Throne of Miscellanea. We need an iron bar for it. We've been needing iron bars for a lot of quests, so we're just going to make 5 iron bars. We don't really want to use up our iron ore. We need to make steel bars for cannonballs, but we're just going to make 5. Alright, we're going to start the quest, and then we're also going to do Royal Trouble right after this. Alright team, here we go. We should have enough money to get it started for a few days. We still have a lot of emerald bracelets to alch. We stopped to like cut trees so I could harvest the magic roots in my farming guild. But we should have enough money to get it started, and maybe after alking, after these quests, we should be good for a few days, and then maybe we'll get the money up to put a lot more in this coffer. But it'd be really satisfying to get this going. I've been working a lot, so it'd be just really nice to just get this coal, because I need coal for cannonballs, coal and herbs, and then eventually it'll be herbs and hardwood. I brought some energy potions to use to walk back and forth with, but I'm just not even going to use them. I'm just going to walk and out. I need to get as much money as I can to put in this coffer real quick so I can let it sit for multiple days. But I'll probably check it before the end of this episode just to see if I can get some coal and some herbs. I'm going to need a lot of coal for cannonballs. I'm like practically falling asleep over here team fishing for 75% support. I worked a long day at work. I figured I'd just do these quests real quick. I'm convinced that these people in Throne of Miscellanea are starving. I don't know how long I've been fishing for, but I've been fishing. Alright team, we've been fishing for a hot minute. Now we can go turn in the quest. Still just alking away. Still just alking, getting that money. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to sustain it because we're still early game. I guess I have a lot of money in alks like right here, and then I've been cutting a lot of ewes, so if I could get some bowstrings, I feel like if I could level up my fletching, I could sustain it, or I could do thieving to sustain my throne, because from now on I want to sustain the Throne of Miscellanea forever. Alright, there it is team. Throne of Miscellanea completed. Now I have access to management of Miscellanea. But we're going to do Royal Trouble first before we even mess with that. Alright team, we're here. We're going to start the quest. Hopefully that's not too long. I feel like it shouldn't be too long. I think we have to kill something, but I should be able to just protect from melee or whatever. Alright, so I got to get ready to fight the sea snake. However, I brought like just a rune simi, and I was going to pray. But it says it'll only use range attacks if I stand at a distance. Would it only use melee if I stand close, or is it like melee in range? I think I have to leave and grab runes and come back, unfortunately. Okay, we're back where we were. We're ready to fight the snake. Got some more alks in while we were traveling back with the runes. Should be big chillin'. Alright, this was easy. Snake's almost dead. Big chillin'. Alright, there it is team. Royal Trouble completed. Quite a bit of experience. Some coins. Now I can finally get my miscellanea set up. There's a Slayer level 41 off that too. Honestly, when it gave me the 20,000 coins, I didn't increase my cash stack at all, and there's only 10,000 in the coffer. Is there coins missing that I was supposed to get somehow? I'm confused. I don't think it improved my cash stack. It only improved my cash stack because I'm sitting here alking. And there's 10,000 here. So is there 10,000 missing, or I'm not even sure. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. Alright, my coffer now has 1.5 mil in it. And my subjects have not done anything yet, but we're going to get them on herbs and mining. We'll get it started. I honestly still feel like there's 10k missing because it said we got 20k for the quest completion, but there's only 10,000 in the coffers already, and my cash stack didn't go up. But we're really quickly just going to get our approval to 100% so we don't have to worry about it, and then we're just going to let our kingdom work. Alright, we are 100% favor, and now we're just going to abandon this until we're about to make the next episode, and we'll retrieve the rewards from this before we edit the next episode, and we're just going to basically abandon this until then. And hopefully we get a lot of coal, because we're going to need a lot of coal. Alright team, we're literally like 1100 XP away from magic level 65. And normally I wouldn't want to just bank stand it, but we're poor and we're here. We're about to do a birdhouse run. So we're just going to bank stand this level real quick. Alright team, it's literally been like not even a minute or maybe a minute at 65 magic. We have 50k to work with. It's not much, but we're going to save these for questing or agility. All right, we're gonna go back to the woodcutting guild and just keep chopping yews. We'll probably leave to do birdhouse runs. We honestly should unlock the log basket, but I'm kind of tired after work, and this is not too bad. It's pretty AFK, and the log basket wouldn't even be that crazy good here because the bank is right next to the trees, so it's not like I absolutely needed to do this. So we're gonna be chopping trees. We're trying to get that 75 woodcutting. All right, team, we just hit 72 woodcutting. All right, team, we just hit 63 hunter. We've been doing birdhouse runs consistently a lot. I'll show you what my bird's nest stack is looking like already in 1 second. So we only got 2 bird nests from the last run, but we'll show you real quick here. I have 309 bird's nests from doing runs. These are all herbs I've been farming. I've been farming irits, adventos, corms. I farmed some of these, farmed these lantidimes and catentines. I farmed these as well. Just cleaned them. This is all from farming. Just farming. I'm just straight farming. Same with these limpwort roots. I'm up to 330. So I almost have enough limpworts to go with all these corms. And then all these irits to go with these eyes of new. If I stopped and leveled herblore, I could probably get a few herblore levels, but I just been doing other things. I've been trying to send this wood cutting. All right, team, there's 73 wood cutting, just 2 wood cutting levels to go. I'm gonna bank this, show you kind of my progress on how many U logs we got. We didn't really intend to do this, but we're farming probably like 4,000 U logs. We're going to use them for birdhouses. Could do the fletching event. I honestly want to start doing the quests in the game. I know I've done 77 of 173, so I only have just under 100 quests in the game left. But there's a lot of quests that I need to do to enter the mid game. All right, team, here comes the farming level. I think we're going to give up on farming for now because we don't have the seeds to sustain it. We don't really have many herb seeds anymore. We don't have the snapegrass seeds anymore. And we don't really have the tree seeds anymore. So we're just going to give up on farming until I get more seeds because I literally don't want to keep planting like willows, which I don't even have many willows and orange trees left anyway. But even if we did, I would rather wait. But we need more seeds to keep sustaining these farm runs. Regardless, that's 78 farming, which I'm really satisfied with that. We're grinding out the farming. We have a lot of herbs that we farmed. We're just going to check the health of all these trees and see where we get. And then we're also almost 13% of the next level, just like this. So we're going to plant these teaks, but we're probably just going to drop farming for I don't know how long because I literally have no seeds to keep farming. We got about 7 or 8 minutes till the next birdhouse run I can do, so we're just going to mine some volcanic ash in the meantime. Alright, we're quickly making items for a couple quests. We want to do Hand in the Sand and Tears of Guthix. So we just came to Varrock to use the anvil to make the sapphire lantern, and we blew 1 lantern lens. Alright, I think I have to light the lantern for this quest because it's not showing green in my item requirements. So I gotta go make some lamp oil so I can go do this quest. Wait, I'm not sure if I even tried lighting it before I did this lamp oil shenanigans. I might not have even tried it, but I did make lamp oil and then lit it. I'm not even sure if it works without it or not, but it is what it is. We went and made the lamp oil. We might have been required to do it. We might not have been required to do it, but we did it. It's no big deal, even if I threw away a couple swamp tar in a little bit of time, because we're alking, so it's not like it's been wasted. Alright, we're ready to start the Tears of Guthix quest. We had to wait until we did smithing to level it up to be able to make the lantern. And it's gonna go into ranged when I do it. And I don't even know if that's really worth that much. But it's my lowest skill still. Wait just 1 second. Was that really just like a 10-second quest? On God, all I did was go up the rocks, use the lantern on a thing, flew across this chasm, mined 1 rock, and then talked to Juna. That's crazy. Does she provide the bowl for me now? Either way, we're going to go ahead and do it and see how many tiers we can collect. Probably not going to be that many because I don't have that many quest points, especially because my character just stood there and did nothing when I was clicking first. We're just going to get range experience. It's crazy. I'm hoping to get at least 100, but I don't really care. I'm just going to get the timer started. Trying to get some more range experience. All right, team. It looks like we're not going to get 100. We got 92. And we're level 19 ranged, so we'll see where we're going to be after this. 23. So 19 to 23 ranged. My new personal best. This is the first time I've completed Tears of Guthix. And 1426 total level. Now we're going to go do Hand in the Sand. Alright, I think we have all the required items according to this. And we got some teleports. We don't have jewelry teleports. We're just going to keep alching. Because we need that money. Get that money up. And then we'll complete at least a couple quests today. So that'll be good. Oh, we got to go to Antrana. So we got to bank everything. But we did get another 129k alchemy. Being able to teleport to the watchtower and then to Ardone and then taking the boat to Brimhaven. This quest was pretty quick. It's not very hard at all. And there it is. Hand in the Sand completed. I have access to the Wizards Guild rune store. And Bert will give me sand is what I think. I don't think I'll ever use the rune store ever. Because I have Guardians of the Rift and I already have over 70 rune crafting. So I don't think I will, but I mean it's there in case I do. So I just went to the bank. I think he gave me like quite a bit of sand. I think I had like 25 buckets of sand. I have 109. He gave me quite a bit of sand. I don't know if that's every day I could get that much sand or it's just he's giving me that much this first time because I just completed the quest. I don't even know, to be honest with you. So getting a couple easy quest completions feels pretty good, but we're going to keep wood chopping till 75. We only have a level and a half to go, and then we'll be able to cut the magic in the farming guild. And then we'll be able to harvest the roots from it and plant the tree, the yew tree for my next farming contract. But then we're probably just going to abandon farming. Like we're not going to farm herbs or trees for a while because we don't have any seeds. I'd love to have seeds, but I just don't. So I just picked up a genie lamp and used it on Slayer, and now we're 42 Slayer. Alright team, just one more log and we're 74 woodcutting. We have one more level to go until 75 and we can cut magics. I really didn't want to woodcut all these yews, but we did it and we're almost done. Okay, so I came here to the willows and oaks and Draenor and cut about 800 of each for the rewards from the Freaky Forester. For the forestry rewards. Now I'm going to go back to use and chop in Sears Village and keep getting anima bark. I probably should have did this sooner because I'm probably going to cut a little bit past 75 so I can get the rewards from the reward shop. And then I'm going to start doing something else. So I'm doing clue scrolls again and I've been doing these and trying these and I don't really record them. A lot of times I do like one step and drop them, but sometimes it gives me things that I can do and then I'll go and make them and then make the stash unit. And I'm hoping I can do this medium because I'm going on my way to make these items real quick. So I've made the steel plate legs and then I just realized I have to equip these and I don't have the range level required. So I basically can't do this one. I don't know if I want to go out of my way to like run to the temple up here. Because I don't really have an easy way to get here. I would end up just like using a fairy ring here and then running over. Now I could do that just to make the stash unit, but I can't do the clue step. So I'm not sure if it's worth or not to do it. I'm probably just going to do it anyway, but I can't equip the maple longbow. Yeah, I'm going to go make the stash unit. I've done this for a lot of stash units, but then I end up dropping the clues because I literally can't. My range level blocks me from doing a lot of clue steps that require me to wear either dragon hide or bows, because range is such a weak level. I haven't really started to train it because I want 99 Slayer first, so I don't want to train range because I need to use my range XP to get Slayer XP. So I just ignored my range level this whole time, unfortunately. But I'm trying to do these clue scrolls, but it's just really hard because it's always giving me steps I can't do. So I was running up there just to build the stash unit real quick, and I started getting my ass beat by the mobs up there. Instead of throwing on protect melee, I just decided to teleport real quick. That's why I'm missing half my health, and I'm just gonna not build it even though I was almost there. I should have put protect from melee on, even though it's not on my quick prayers. I could have just put it on over here. But I can't even do the clue, so I'll just build it later. I was like staring at my mini map and I just saw my HP dropping because I was getting my ass beat. And I don't have any food on me. And my quick wear is ranged. Which I'm actually gonna change that, even though it doesn't really matter that much because I could just click the hotkeys. But my first reaction was just teleport out. I swear, every hard clue is like this. It's just go to the wilderness. And like deep wilderness too. It's like no joke. And even if it gives me one easy step I can do, it just be sending me back here. I almost want to do this. I almost just want to do this. But I know step 3 or 4 will just be some other nonsense like go dig over here and kill a wizard over here. So I'm just going to drop it and not even do that one. I'm not even going to gamble it. But I do have a medium and easy casket right here to go to the collection. Well, we couldn't do the hards. We got one easy and one medium casket after trying to do every clue scroll I had. We don't have very many, but it's something. We trying. We are definitely handicapped by like my range level and quest completions. If y'all are curious, I have 7 beginner, which probably ain't gonna yield anything, 4 easies and 4 mediums done, and I haven't been able to complete a hard. I have this elite that I did either 1 or 2 steps on, and then it wants me to like go to the Warriors Guild, which if I just did a little bit of combat training, I would be able to access. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do that one. But for now, this is all we got. All right, we finally did it. We're 75 woodcutting. We do want to get the log basket, so we're probably just going to go harvest our tree at the farming guild and then come right back here and keep cutting yews until we can get the log basket. But we hit 75 woodcutting finally. All right, we did woodcut some willows and oaks for rewards from the forestry shop that we'll probably get in the future, but then we chopped. I don't know how many we had. I think it was like a couple hundred, a few hundred. So we chopped like 3,500 U logs to get this level from 65. And I worked like 9-hour days the last 3 days. So I'd chop like 6 or 7 hours a night. Plus, like I did a few quests. I don't know. It took many hours to get this. When we did those hours of wood cutting, all just so we can harvest magic roots if we have to plant magic trees here. We're still not going to be doing any farming anytime soon. We're just going to plant this because it's part of my contract. Well, actually, I'm not going to ultra compost. I'll protect the one in the farming guild with the spines. I have enough to protect one. All right, we finally planted our yew sapling for our next contract. And we collected the toe flax just because we're standing here. And we're going to protect it so we know it won't decay or disease. And we're probably not going to farm. We're just going to ignore the farming skill for probably at least a week or 2. I don't know. I don't have any seeds to farm with. So I'm just doing a forestry event and I clicked away, but I hit 64 hunter just doing the fox forestry event, disarming the traps. I'm still wood cutting. I'm just trying to get the rewards from the shop. I still need more anima infused bark. So we're still here, even though we intend to leave as soon as we get our rewards. Alright team, we're still woodcutting and we're about to hit 76 woodcutting. And then I'm going to go buy the log basket and then come back and probably chop some magics for not too long. I don't know if I want to do the new fletching activity or not. But I have a ton of logs from this, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with them right away. All right, here we are buying the log basket. Oh, I didn't have the oaks and willows on me. All right, team, take two. Got the log basket. All right, team, no surprise. We're still cutting trees. We've been working long hours at work, and then we get home, we're just dead. And we want to progress, but it's like hard to focus, so we'll just be cutting trees. Hey, what up, team? We are 78 woodcutting now. Honestly, this woodcutting arc is gonna end soon. I've been just working a lot and tired after work, so I've just been chopping trees. I do want to start doing some quests though. I eventually want to finish the Mage Training Arena grind. I'm going to be alching while doing quests to finally alch the rest of those emerald bracelets. That's what I've basically been saving them for. Either that or do alch agility. I don't want to just bank stand and alch, but we've been cutting a lot of trees. Eventually, we're probably going to do the fletching minigame or activity. It's not really a minigame, it's more of an activity. And we'll have a lot of logs to use for that. All right, team, we're doing clue scrolls again, and we need a wizard robe for this clue. So we're gonna kill wizards and hope we get the drop for a wizard robe, because we don't want to skip this clue. This clue is pretty easy, and then we'll make the stash unit for it. So hopefully it's not gonna be too long, because we don't want that much combat experience, but we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, team, it's a 1 in 18 drop, and I got it in 12 kills. So we're gonna go complete that real quick. All right, team, it was totally worth it because we got this casket. All right, we're doing clues, and this black plate body is kind of taxed. Almost 4,000 coins for it. That's crazy. Okay, team, this is going to be 65 hunter. Coming a long way with just birdhouses. Okay, team, there's 79 woodcutting. I'm not sure how many hours I've been woodcutting. A lot, to be honest. I'm gonna go bank just to show you how many logs, how many magic logs are in this bank right now. Quite a few. Quite a few. Almost 1,600 magic logs. And they don't come very quickly. So, pretty soon we're gonna conclude this episode. We chopped way more magics than we probably should have. It takes quite a while to chop these magic trees. But I was thinking maybe potentially using a main account, because I have no bossing experience in this game. And I know it's probably going to be like a couple months before I start doing serious boss content, but I was thinking about using like a regular account to practice the bosses, to maybe save myself the red helmet because I'm starting to get attached to it, or at least supplies while learning bosses, because even though I know I'm pretty confident I'll be able to learn how to do all the bosses and I have pretty good clicking accuracy, I think the learning is going to cost me a lot of supplies that if I learned on another account could save me a lot of supplies and maybe even the red helmet. Although I intend to not care about the red helmet, however, I'm starting to feel attached to it. So I was just thinking, because I really only want to play one account, but I was like, maybe just play another account just to trial bosses before I try them, or like YOLO, just learn every boss on this Ironman and see when I die at, and then eventually just keep playing it as a regular Ironman and then learn all the bosses on it. I'm not really sure. I haven't really pulled the trigger on leveling another account yet or anything like that. But I just got on for the day after a long day's work, and I'm doing the typical, like, birdhouse run, and then I collect these right here on the way by. But I'm going to go to the farming guild because I do my farming contract, even though I've given up on farming, so I can at least try and get a seed pack, so I can try and get seeds, so I can maybe continue farming soon. I'm going to withdraw from my miscellanea for the first time. It's been 5 or 6 days, depending on when it procs at. So we're going to try and do that. And I'm not sure what I want to take. I think herbs. I think I might even take maples to do the fletching activity, and then use them on the fletching activity to get money, or not money, but the rewards, and level up my fletching. So I can use the logs that I currently have, like the use and the magics, for money, because I need to sustain my miscellanea now that I have it, because sustaining miscellanea will be really good. And I did way more woodcutting than I would have liked to, but I was just like drained after work, and I was like, let's just watch YouTube for a few hours, woodcut, watch YouTube for a few hours, woodcut. And I'm not really sure how many hours was, but I chopped 65 to 79. So it was quite a few hours of just woodcutting and chilling. I would prefer to do quests, but I've been collecting my sand from Bert every day since I did that quest. And I've been diligently doing like so many birdhouse runs. I have almost 500 birds nests now. But I was just like wanted to talk about it. I'll probably talk about it at the beginning of next episode as well, because a lot of the people that watch won't even get this far in the episode to even leave a comment if they should think I make a new account to trial the bosses, or just like YOLO. It is what it is. I'll die when I die. Because I would like to save supplies, but also it's like I kind of don't care, and I could make another hardcore later after I learn the game if I really want to. But also, it's probably not even that big of a deal, and I shouldn't have expected to keep my helmet so long, being, inexperienced at like the late game of this game. I only really know the early game because I played 2001 to 2005, and most of it's pretty much the same. I mean, there's a lot that's changed, but there's a lot that's literally like the same, which is crazy because playing 20 years ago and then coming back now, and it's like all this stuff is still relevant and the same is kind of wild. But it is what it is. I'm here at the farming guild to get my contract. I farmed so many U's and magics this week. It's ridiculous. Still need steel bars to make cannonballs because I want to get 99 Slayer first, so I'm going to need a lot of cannonballs. So it's just like all a work in progress. All right, since I basically took you guys on my entire like little login and do a bunch of activities thing. This guy's in the way. I'll show you my 2 seed packs. It wants me to plant a potato cactus. I had a regular cactus planted. And so here are my seed packs. Let's see what I get. Dragon fruit. I mean, melons, watermelons. One dragon fruit seed and some watermelon seeds. That's pretty decent. I'll take it. Alright, so right now we're going to go to Polnivnich to do a little bit of agility, because we want to go check our kingdom for the first time, and we want to be able to put at least enough coins in there to last a week at max efficiency, so we can continue to get resources from miscellanea. I think the first resources I'm going to take is herbs and maples. You use the maples at the new fledging activity. I don't know if I'm going to do that next episode or in the future, but I figured grab some maples real quick to do that. Wouldn't be a bad idea. And, I'm itching to just get a little bit of agility experience just because. Although it would be nice to just alcohol these while doing quests. I'm just going to use that as an excuse to go do agility since I haven't done agility in a while. I'm at level for the Polnivnich course, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to fail, so I brought a ton of cakes with me. And then I'm going to go withdraw from miscellanea, and that's pretty much all I'm going to be able to fit in this episode. I have to edit the episode. It's already Sunday, and I upload on Sunday, so we gotta get this going. So I've done one single lap of this, and I've noticed that some of these obstacles are really tightly packed together. There isn't really a lot of room to alch in between every obstacle. Like some of the obstacles, like this one, I can't really alch. It's literally 2 tiles away, and it would delay it. So, but when you complete the course and have to run back to the start, I have enough time for a few alchs. So I'm not sure how much alching I'm actually going to be able to do. It's going to be more agility than alching. Like this one I can do, and a couple other ones I could do. I could actually do it on most of them. I have to walk a little bit. But it's not as good as like Sears, or like there's not as much space to alch in, if you get what I'm saying. Like right here, like at the end of the course, like there's tons of time to alch to the entrance of the course again. And literally do like 4 or 5 alchs. So yeah, but we're gonna do this. We want like at least 500k to add to our miscellanea coffers. And then we're going to collect from miscellanea. And I think that's going to be the end of this episode, unfortunately. So maybe we'll sneak an agility level in, sneak this alking in, show you the miscellanea, and then we got to edit the video. Otherwise, we're going to put it up late, and I don't want to put it up late. I'll put last week's up late. I don't want to let my 6.5 viewers down, you know? I don't want to let my 6.5 viewers down. All right, team, 71 agility. We're just doing this until we get enough coins to put on our miscellanea, and then we're going to conclude this episode. I didn't think I was going to sneak. I'm like playing too much and I need to be editing the video, but it is good to kind of creep my agility upwards. I actually want to continue creeping my agility upwards. All right, team, I just hit 66 magic and I've almost high out 500k. I have 28 marks of grace from doing this, and I'm probably going to do just one more lap to make it an even 100. Turns out I got another mark of grace on my last lap as well. So we got 29 marks of grace for this. I've been doing it for about 2 hours. I did 100 laps of the Pontivich course. And we're going to go check on our kingdom for the first time. It depends on when it ticks over, if it's like 5 or 6 days worth of resources. And I think I'm going to choose herbs and maples. And then I think I'm going to switch maples over to ores, because I need a lot of cannonballs. All right, we're just chopping maples until we get our thing to 100%, so we get the maximum rewards. All right, team, we're here at Advisor Grim. Maples. Yeah, we still have 1.1 mil in here. We're going to deposit 500k for the next week. So now we get herbs and maples. Perfect. Now we want to collect. All right, what do we get? We got 2,000 maples, 14 seed birds nests, 21 renars, no snapdragons. These seeds are absolute dog. 21 renars is pretty lit. That's something. I don't even think this is that amazing for how much I paid. To be honest with you, it's not that amazing for what I paid. I guess the renars. I don't know, dude. I don't even see the value. We're going to change it over to mining now. So next week we can just collect. And then after we get enough coal, we're then just going to switch it over to teaks. But I think we're just going to leave 10 herbs on, at least for a while. All right, let's show you what I got from my seeds nest from miscellanea. Was it worth? Honestly, the seeds were pretty underwhelming. All right, team. This is going to be the end of episode 7. These are my current stats. We did way too much woodcutting this week. We did a few quests, and we've been consistently doing birdhouses. We were doing a lot of farming, but we used most of our seeds and basically had to discontinue farming for now. But I could show you my nest stack, but we've been working on our hunter, just spamming the birdhouse runs. We must have been 20 or 25 hours of woodcutting, if not more. Because we woodcut all these logs, all these magic logs. Our bird's nest pile is 511. Almost all from birdhouse runs. We farmed like all these irrits. Like the dirty ones are what we just got from the kingdom. Like all these quorums, all these irrits, all these renars, these harlanders. We've been farming these aventos just to have, these quorums just to have. We're going to use them to level our herb lore in the future. And, you know, we want to just keep chipping away at quests and keep skilling. And eventually, you know, we've completed 79 of 173. It feels like we're not really progressing through the quest that fast, but we totally have been doing lots of quests. We've been taking sand from Bert every day since I've done the quest. And I appreciate you guys watching. These are the stats. So yet again, I'll see you guys next week for episode 8.